Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Claxton against Jokic. Johnson passes to Schroeder. Claxton a screen on Murray. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
A nice shot by Speedy.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Outside Schroeder. Goes up on the baseline. Jokic grabs the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. And here's Schroeder outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Speedy. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Speedy's got 12.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And again, it's the Nets missing. Denver has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Launches it. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And Denver making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. Denver, 3rd.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Clowney, he's checked in for Claxton. Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. Watford's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Schroeder. A nice shot by Speedy.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
On the court for the Nuggets, they've got Russell Westbrook. Hayden Watson is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Speedy in at the shooting guard position. Thomas misses. Denver in the lead. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's Speedy. The three-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Schroeder comes in for Watford. And Denver with a change here, too. Murray's checked in. Denver has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Speedy. Let's go with a 3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Simmons with a screen on Porter. Here's Thomas for 3. It's hauled in by Saric.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Nuggets understand their opportunity. Coach Michael Malone said, we have a special, unique player, and that window is only open for so long. If we want to try and be a dynasty, we need a standard of excellence each and every day, and it's my job to hold the guys accountable. Brian?
Yep, and it starts from the top. He's done it well. Thanks, Allie.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all three levels. He is as confident as they come.
Schroeder can't get it to go. The Nuggets lead by 11. Pass to Speedy. 4-3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his third assist of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Simmons finds Thomas. They set the pick to stop the run. Counted from distance. Thomas has got 4 points this quarter.
And look who had that answer ready. Thomas responds with one of his own.
For Brooklyn, Johnson comes in for Thomas. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Nikola Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Michael Porter. Speedy drops in the three. Speedy's got 36 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Schroeder passes to Johnson. Now Finney-Smith. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Bogdanovich from long range. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Murray. Here's Speedy. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
It's tipped. In transition. Fires for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim.
Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Bogdanovich down low. Saric covers.
And Bogdanovich looks to score often, which makes the defense get aggressive with him.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
There's 18 seconds left in the second. Pass to Speedy from deep. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. And so it's Denver in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq.
And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, Luka Doncic. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right.
And again for 3.
And with that make, he stands alone with the second most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. Here's Thomas. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed. Thomas has gotten his third basket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside. Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Claxton, to the middle. Thomas misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And good! There's another! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Schroeder passes to Thomas. Good D by Murray.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Schroeder passes to Johnson. Schroeder against Murray. And that one's good. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Jokic with a screen on Thomas. Here's Speedy. And again, Denver with a three.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now Schroeder. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years.
The Nuggets shooting the rock at 58%. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Christian Brown out there with Dario Saric. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Speedy in at shooting guard. Here's Thomas. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
Here's Speedy. Good. He hits again.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Thomas outside. For 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Speedy. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Not afraid at all to get physical. Jordan finds the shot. So essential for a big to be able to work through contact.
Pass to Clowney. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, B.A. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Thomas passes to Simmons. The 3 ball. The shot by Watford, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He shoots it. Again! What an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Thomas with the ball. And no good trying to use the glass.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Speedy's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shoots from 14. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Speedy. He got it again! Sensational! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Simmons looking around. Thomas outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
A bit under 3.5 minutes. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nuggets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Speedy.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense.
Good! That's another bucket!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Thomas outside. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Speedy. Off target from outside. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Fires the 3. And another one.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Schroeder with it. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
nicest fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disagree.
I'm just hoping to get through this game as quickly as possible.
Look out there, MP.
I told you, once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game. Great choice. Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting... Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work.
MP in the house.
Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what...
Hey, Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
And I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
And I like the fact that MP set this goal. Not only does it serve to light a fire under his teammates, it also connects him more deeply to the fans because we know how much they care about beating their rival.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. Murray out there with Speedy, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams. All those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
I got it right here, Deanne. Going to start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. McDaniels finds Conley. Now McDaniels. Towns a screen on Porter. McDaniels. And the shot is long.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
It's good from long range.
Well, since entering the league, Gordon's really improved his offensive IQ. A better understanding of ball movement.
For 3, Edwards. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness, even New York.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Sharch checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. And Speedy subbed in for Jamal Murray. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Peyton Watson. Speedy out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Porter. And it's Sharch in at the 5. Miller, no luck. Denver leading by 9. Puts up a deep 3. Speedy, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now, you may have heard MP just Signed his first shoe deal. Certainly a big moment for him.
And he's joined the Nike family and will be the next icon in their rich athletic tradition. As a lifetime fan, this fits MP well, and so will the shoes he wears on the court.
And chums like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city to visit?
I've got three, and it's been three since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those three cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy them a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their kings.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Miller. Daniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Peyton Watson. Christian Brown comes in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Russell Westbrook. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the
break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Towns, no good, unable to end this run.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Murray, the pass to Speedy. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Christian Brown.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And here is Conley. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's Denver closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful run.
Taking a look here at Denver, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Denver Nuggets.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
And that is it for half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And you'd think the Nuggets would get to the line a lot more, but Stan, over the last few years, that has not been the case.
Well, part of that is they don't force anything. They work for open looks. They're not trying to bait you into fouls.
Front court spots filled by McDaniels and Towns. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. That free throw, no good. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Takes it inside. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And the basket by Speedy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Driving the lane. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable. Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Here's Speedy. Connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota. Good, another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Towns against Jokic. Speedy. And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. Here's Conley. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jokic passes to Speedy. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Edwards looking it over. And it's Speedy with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know,
the Timberwolves shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. So on the floor for Denver, Peyton Watson is out there with Saric. Then there's Speedy. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Here's Alexander Walker. And Brown pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Right side, Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Speedy. And another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Denver shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. It's good.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Edwards passes to Reed. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. And a switcher also for Denver. Jordan's checked in. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniel. So it's Minnesota now. To the paint. Here's Edwards. That's tipped.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Speedy.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Clock at 6. The 17-footer. Denver grabs the miss. 32 seconds left in the game. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Gobert with a screen on Westbrook for the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Speedy. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
Great win tonight, MP.